What's up, you beautiful Redditors? Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Welcome to the RNEWS Evening Show. And let's just jump into it. From r/politics, morally obscene, says Sanders as McConnell adjourns Senate for month-long recess without deal on coronavirus relief. Are we sick of sociopaths dictating whether we live or die yet? Twitter has been trending #general strike starting September 1st all day in response to this recess. Specifically, enough is enough. Starting September 1st, this is so much more encouraging than the previous conversations about having a general strike on a day. If it's just on a day, then it's just the people seizing a day off for themselves. It's nice. But it's easy enough for businesses and governments to plan around. If it just starts on the day, and then continues until demands are met, that's where the power is. Almost 30 million are on unemployment and 160,000 Americans are dead. McConnell just adjourned the Senate for a month. Every time I think Republicans can't run this country any further into the ground, they prove me wrong. Republicans are set out to burn this country to the ground in order to line their and their wealthy donors' pockets. They don't give a frick about the rest of us. As of today, the U.S. has 5,254,878 cases and 167,253 deaths from COVID-19. Let's have a look at those numbers on the day they return in a month and see how helpful this recess has been. All because McConnell wants to avoid obstructing the USPS destruction and voter suppression efforts until we're impossibly close to the election for it to matter. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/news, U.S. health insurers doubled profits in second quarter amid pandemic. People were avoiding the doctor's office and delaying elective surgeries such as knee replacement. Those with mild symptoms of COVID-19 were initially advised to stay home unless they needed urgent care. Some hospitals were full of COVID patients. Most weren't, and many hospitals are facing layoffs due to a lack of patients. Paying for individual services is ultimately a flawed model for healthcare. And this is just one more example. Flawed. They're still paying premiums, but they're avoiding doctors. This is a win-win for us insurers. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/news, USPS shutting down sorting machines crucial for processing election ballots. Trump appointed Louis DeJoy to Postmaster General on June 15. DeJoy owns pretty hefty chunks of UPS, FedEx, and DHL. He was appointed to dismantle the Postal Service, make mail-in voting all but impossible, and suppress votes. From Wiki, DeJoy is the first postmaster in 2 decades without prior experience in the United States Postal Service. 29. DeJoy's appointment was controversial because DeJoy and his wife have assets between $30.1 million and $75.3 million in USPS competitors or contractors, such as UPS and trucking company J.B. Hunt. 30. 31. Upon assuming office as Postmaster General, DeJoy began taking measures, such as banning overtime and extra trips to deliver mail, to reduce costs. Critics said these measures would result in slowing of the mail service. Congressional Democrats called for the cost-saving measures to be rolled back. On August 7, 2020, DeJoy announced he had reassigned or displaced 23 senior USPS officials, including the 2 top executives overseeing day-to-day operations. 36. DeJoy said he was trying to breathe new life into a broken business model. Rep. Gerald E. Connolly, who chairs the House committee that oversees the post office, said the reorganization was deliberate sabotage. How far your country has come since Jimmy Carter had to put the family peanut farm into a blind trust to avoid potential conflicts of interest. Draining the swamp my butt. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/politics, Trump's attack on the Postal Service is now a national emergency. Honestly, impeach him again. I don't care that it's an election year. This cannot stand. Like I said in many other threads, this POS needs to be arrested already. He's committed too many crimes plain as day, yet no one is doing anything about it. Like WTF. It's also affecting many small businesses right now, but Trump doesn't give a F. This is truly unreal. The United States of America is openly suppressing its voters. Holy crap. Call it what it fricking is. This is an act of war. This is an active attempt to kill the democracy we've attempted to maintain since the founding of America. You're watching the Reddit News Show. From r/news. California court rules Amazon can be liable for defective goods sold on its marketplace. Hopefully this gets them to crack down on counterfeit items. Seriously, there are fake car parts. Car parts. Imagine thinking you got a good deal on spark plugs or a freaking timing belt plus water pump kit. I didn't know there was incentive to fake those. It could break your car at the very least and certainly cause a deadly accident at worst. That would be great. Fakes were one of the dozen reasons I stopped shopping there and never looked back. I purchased a moderately expensive pair of headphones years back, and when they broke months in, I decided to utilize the warranty. Turns out they were a convincing knockoff that naturally didn't qualify for replacement from their real manufacturer, and Amazon refused to do anything. The seller didn't even exist at that point and had probably just shifted accounts. I've learned to buy things that are apt to be counterfeit directly from the manufacturer website. You're watching the Reddit news show. From r/World News. Russian YouTuber famous for exploring abandoned sites arrested and charged with obtaining state secrets last week. Andrei Pij uploaded hundreds of videos showing his visits to industrial sites and abandoned bunkers on his YouTube channel, which has about 800,000 subscribers. Urban Tourism is the channel name. Someone should save all his videos. Our data hoarder has entered the chat. Our data hoarder has downloaded the chat. Our data hoarder has left the chat. Our data hoarder arrested and charged with obtaining state secrets. Our data hoarder has fallen out of a window and dreaded his YouTube channel www.youtube.com. The most probable video he was arrested for. YouTube.be, a wiki article on the radar, en.m.wikipedia.org. Read the article. It has nothing to do with his current vlogs. He went in an active radar sent to www.reddit.com. Read the article. Whoa whoa whoa. This is Reddit. We don't read the articles, we just read the headlines. I go right for the comments section and start opposing everything I see. I have seen his videos in passing. This building is abandoned. How is that a state secret? And that's where we are going to end today's show. But if you like what you saw, leave a like, and if you want to see more of the RNEWS show, hit that subscribe button. As always, this has been the RNEWS show and I'll see you tomorrow.